Hey, Happy New Year! Welcome to Digital Marketing in 5 in 2024. Today we are going to get to some spicy stuff on the internet this week. And also, potentially the most important thing that you should be keeping your eye out for, because it could mean the difference of millions of dollars for your business by the end of this year. All right, that being said, roll that beautiful bean footage. Let's go! All right, everybody, and bam! Bam! Oh, let's give it one of these. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like these videos, and I know that you do. Okay, so let's get into it. Show that tweet. If you didn't see, OurPlace basically put a hit piece out on Hexclad. Now, full disclosure, I am an OurPlace customer. If you've been paying attention to the YouTube video series that I've been doing with our man Fraser, you would have seen this video about the OurPlace 6-in-1 Wonder Oven, which, full disclosure, I have in my living room. Actually, not in my living room, in my pantry. Show this picture. Yeah, there's proof. I've got one. And also, full disclosure, I would like to say I'm on a first name basis with Jason from Hexclad, and I've met his kid. We've hung out a few times. I don't think that we're buddy-buddy. I'm not going golfing with the guy, but also I'm not a complete stranger. So, that all being said, we are seeing a tremendously impactful trend of hit pieces being put out. Now, I'm not going to call the rest of these out by name, because part of this is that I don't necessarily respect that this is being done. On an executional level, I respect the immediacy and the acting on it, just like we've seen with the Stanley Cups, like this.
Everybody's so concerned about if the Stanley spills, but what about the milk? It was on fire yesterday. It still has ice in it.
Hey Danielle, my name is Terrence Riley. I'm the president of Stanley. And we've all seen your video. Wow, what an ordeal. And we're all really glad you're safe. I've seen a lot of comments that we should send you some Stanleys. Well, we're gonna send you some Stanleys. But there's one more thing. We've never done this before, and we'll probably never do it again, but we'd love to replace your vehicle.
There is a big issue when you're taking shots at big companies and in a negative way, specifically to cause harm. Now, a couple weeks ago, we saw a big hit piece put out from a SaaS company to another. Although it was not officially from any SaaS company, behind the scenes, it was 100%, almost assuredly, an effort by one provider to discredit the other. What we see here, though, is a blatant attempt, because they're running it as an ad, to take a direct shot at the validity and integrity of one of the market's biggest players, in this case, Hexclad. Now, on a personal level, I think that this is an extraordinarily low integrity way of doing your business. On a professional level, I think that clearly I've taken shots at people. However, what I haven't done is run those as ads to specifically build up my own business by bringing down other people. There's some gray area in there, of course, but I think taking people's health and hacking that with a news piece as some sort of viral content and running it as an ad specifically to build up your own customer base, that might be just a slightly too aggressive move. I would love to know what you think. Is OurPlace in the wrong for doing this, or is it completely fair game? And also, are you an OurPlace or Hexclad customer, and how do you feel about it, knowing that these two are basically going back and forth, and really it's David going after Goliath here? Now, what I also wanted to close with today is a super spicy thing that I think everybody needs to be taking note of. Now, whether it's Dara Denny's predictions for 2024, or even my own and many others, everybody's more or less calling for the death of TikTok shops. And many people have many reasons for this. TikTok is ultimately running discounts and paying for the difference themselves, which would be unsustainable in a completely capitalistic environment. But they can be backed by the Chinese government, which can basically print all the money that they want. We've also seen TikTok come out and say very specifically that they're trying to take more and more of a rev share of this situation. And ultimately what TikTok is doing is investing their own money in changing consumer behavior. And we've seen Facebook do this really well with DPA ads, because at one point in time they never existed, and then all of a sudden everybody's used to swiping through a carousel. But what you should be mindful of is when Facebook drops this. When Facebook drops the same functionality, because they're super close, and instead of TikTok shops, it becomes Instagram shops. And when this reaches not 1% of the United States or of the world, but like 50, that could fundamentally change things. And there'll ultimately be an arbitrage opportunity, like happens every single time Facebook drops new tech, for you to leverage it in a way that is unfair and unsustainable with a cash grab that's gonna feel like Facebook 2015. And if you watched my predictions for 2024, which I'll drop down below and you can check it out, and there's the thumbnail for it right there, you'll see that, there's a certain time of year that you should really be looking for this. And I think the brands that do it appropriately and leverage what they might have learned on TikTok or wish they had, well, it could mean the difference of millions of dollars in revenue. And that's a really big thing. And something that Dara said, and I want to give her full credit for this, because I think she said it, and if I'm bastardizing it, then forgive me, and it's really something that I'm thinking. At some point, what TikTok can't do, but Instagram could, is allow the creators to be promotable by the brand and also effectively blocked. But more importantly, instead of having to make briefs and get UGC creators and content folks to make ads for you, they could make it for themselves, and it becomes an affiliate marketplace. And brands that like the work of specific people will be able to effectively just whitelist that content. This has already been happening for years with influencers and celebrities before that. I was doing it at $100,000 a month through 10 Nutrition. But now, instead of being good enough to get somebody's attention, where they potentially want to hire you, you're gonna have people legitimately able to go out and make this for themselves. And if they do a good enough job, somebody will come with a giant check. Or maybe they don't even give you a check. They just start running your content through their ad account, which will massively blow up you as the creator. And it's really simple once that happens to go to them and say, hey, I see you like my work. I see that it's working out well for you. It'd be a shame if it went away. And would you like me to do more? That is a seismic change in the power dynamics. And I'm looking forward to it. All right, it's a weird way to end it, but that's what we do here. So until next time, I'll see you on the internet. And hey, before you go, don't forget CharleyBot.ai is always available for free. And down below, you will see a link to our new newsletter, Disruptor Dispatch. You're gonna get emails almost every single day. And these are leaks from Disruptor School and the Facebook Ads MBA program. Basically, I can't give you all the lessons. What I can do is break out in a newsletter the high-level takeaways so that you can see what we talk about in Disruptor School, what we talk about in the MBA program, and you can benefit from the questions being asked and the lectures being given, until ultimately you're able to make enough money that not joining sounds stupid. And believe me, once you join, the price of joining won't be a problem anymore. And that's one of my favorite things. It's beautifully put in a spot of, it's expensive enough that everybody that wants to join will save up for it, or it's so cheap that it's a rounding error in the success you see because of it. And that is not by accident. There's a reason I've got 9-figure businesses and mom and pop shops in there. And there's a reason why nobody's ever asked for their money back. And there's a reason why we have hundreds and hundreds of success stories. Those are the kind of odds that any ad agency would love to have. But our wins? Well, let me put it this way. You hear about maybe 1 or 2% of most ad agencies' success stories. And half the time, those are brands that would have been successful without them anyway. I'm trying to share every single success story we have, and that'll take me years. And with that being said, until next time, I'll see you on the internet.